Welcome back, Skins Nation. Sorry for the technical difficulties. This is part two of week 9, and the Redskins will be going up against the Buffalo Bills Sunday. And like I said, quarterback Dwayne Haskins will be making his first start. Excuse me, 1 minute. All right. Quarterback Dwayne Haskins, like I said, was named the starter. Case Keenum is still in concussion protocol. He got injured last week's game against the Minnesota Vikings. So uh, Haskins has been taking first team reps all week in practice, and this week he's finally been given the opportunity to prepare to play. And I believe it'll be his coming out party, and the potential's there. Hey, this kid has potential. He wasn't drafted out of Ohio State for nothing. His junior year, he threw for 50 touchdown passes, 8 interceptions. He had a phenomenal year, and they even won the Rose Bowl, the Ohio State Buckeyes. So he has a chance this Sunday to show what he can do, and so at the end of this game, we'll see how far he's come in his early development, and hey, we'll just go from there. He was thrown into the fire in 2 games this year as a backup. The Giants game, and then the game last week against the Minnesota Vikings. So far he's completed 12 of 20 passes for 140 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. 4 interceptions, excuse me, no touchdowns. But who knows? That could change. Week of preparation, I believe that'll do wonders for him. So we'll see where that goes. And finally, we could take that Halloween mask off, that ugly mask, that ugly picture that the media has been presenting, has been the ugly picture that the media has been talking about and trashing this young man. He just hasn't had the chance to start or prepare himself, and now he does. So Halloween is over. He could take the mask off. He could finally play after a week of preparation, and we'll just go from there. And I believe that the kid will get better, and he'll get better. Just like preseason, you saw him. Every game that progressed, he got better and better. And I believe it'll be the same thing with real game action. It'll be the same thing as he has time to take first team reps and time to properly prepare. And thank God for the advice that his teammate Adrian Peterson gave him. Came alongside him and said, hey man, look, get into that playbook, study more, study harder. The opportunities are there for you. Take advantage of them because they don't always come. But when they're presented to you as they are now, take full advantage of them, and you'll go a long way. So great advice from his teammate. So the Redskins offense against the Bills defense. The Buffalo Bills have a very stout defense. They've had the easiest schedule in the NFL. They haven't played a lot of they really haven't played anybody really, really tough, except the Eagles last week. That changed, and they did lose that game. So we're going to see how our Redskins can match up against this very stout Bills defense. They have a very talented secondary, which can create many problems for our passing game. Our passing game right now is very weak. We don't have a strong passing game. However, we do have a weapon. We do have Terry McLaurin, our wide receiver, and we have a running game that's sort of woken up in the last few weeks behind Adrian Peterson. So if we can find a way to dominate the line of scrimmage and run the football like the Eagles did, they ran 219 yards on the Bills. So if we can do that, we have a very good chance of winning this game. There's going to have to be a minimum of penalties. There's going to have to be a lack thereof of penalties for our team. just dumb mistakes, boneheaded decisions. There's going to have to be a lack of that kind of stuff, and we're just going to have to execute. We're going to have to run the block. We're going to have to run the ball um, effectively. We're going to need to sustain drives, keep the other team's offense off the field. We're going to have to, once we get into the red zone, we're going to have to score touchdowns and not field goals and not come away empty with anything. We're going to have to score touchdowns. So we're going to have to score early and often in this game. And we're going to have to dominate the line of scrimmage. We're going to have to sustain drives. And we're going to have to convert on third down. We have got to convert and get first downs when we get to third down. We're going to have to get in third and one situations, third and two situations. And like I said, we can't afford to have penalties. Like, for instance, we're in a third and two situation. We get a holding call. Now we're in the third and 12 set. We can't afford to do that. So we've got to take advantage of the opportunities given us. We're only converting on 25% of third down. So we're going to have to do a better job. So we're going to have to run the ball, get first downs, score touchdowns in the red zone, sustain drives against a very stout Buffalo defense. Redskin defense against the Buffalo offense. Now, if there's a chance for us to exploit a weakness that the Buffalo Bills have, that would be their offense is the weaker of the two. Their quarterback, Josh Allen, he's in his second year. He's still developing. He's getting better. The Bills, they're scoring 19.1 points per game. We're going to have to continue to play. We're playing pretty decent defense. Even on the losing team, our defense is our strength. So we're going to have to put pressure on Josh Allen, and we're going to have to keep him in the pocket because he has a habit of running the ball and running the ball very well. So we're going to have to keep him in the pocket. We're going to have to put pressure on him. We're going to have to make him uncomfortable and nervous when he throws the ball. And we're going to have to make the Bills one-dimensional. We're going to have to bottle up their running game and force them to beat us with the pass. Keys on our defense, we're going to have to create turnovers, and not only create turnovers, but turn those turnovers into points. We're going to have to take full advantage to the maximum of every opportunity that we get to win this game. We're going to have to get off the field on third down. We're going to have to stuff the run, and we're going to have to frustrate them in the passing game. And we're going to have to put them in third and long situations and force them to punt the ball. If we can dominate on the defensive line, we will win this game. We will do exactly that. Put pressure on Josh Allen. Press his wide receivers. Cover them well. We're going to have to do all those things. So it's going to be a very interesting game. And my prediction for this game, I'm going to go on record with my team. I'm going to go on record and say that we're going to win this game. And we're going to win this game by the score of Redskins 17, Buffalo Bills 13. I think defense is pretty much going to rule this game. It's going to be a back and forth affair, so I'm looking forward to it. So that's all. That's it. We're going to win this game. Dwayne Haskins will be making his first start, rookie quarterback. Looking very forward to it and seeing where we go from there. Also, I forgot to mention the Redskins news. Remember last week, Darius Geis returned to practice. Hopefully he will be cleared in time to play against the New York Jets. I believe we have a bye week next week. So that'll give him 2 weeks to get ready or prepped or whatever. So I'm looking forward to that. So with all that said, this has been another edition of Pigskin Facts, History and News. I am your host of hosts. Bada bada bang, bada bada bang, bada bada bang, bada bing. I'm your host, Fred Watson. Y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy the game. Signing off. Peace.